Good morning and welcome to Pirates Digital Media Baseball, where today the Pirates take on one of the top teams in junior college ball, the preseason number 8 ranked Iowa Central Tritons. This should be a terrific early season matchup between two programs looking to establish themselves as the spring gets underway. One important note before we break down the teams, neither program has updated stats from their last two games, so the numbers we'll reference today come from the most recently posted totals on each team's official athletic website. Keep that in mind as we talk about the top hitters for both clubs. Let's begin with the visitors, the Iowa Central Community College Tritons. They come into this matchup as the number 8 preseason ranked team in NJCAA Division II, and historically, this program has been one of the most successful in junior college baseball. The Tritons are known for their explosive offense. Through their posted games so far this season, they are hitting .353 as a team with a slugging percentage over .750, showing just how dangerous this lineup can be from top to bottom. Iowa Central is led by head coach Eric Stein. He is in his third year. He spent 10 years as the assistant coach with the Tritons. He also is a graduate of Iowa Central, playing 2 seasons with the Tritons. 3 hitters have stood out early in the season for Iowa Central. George McIntyre has been one of the key bats in the lineup, providing run production in the middle of the order. Bennett Burke was hitting .407 at the start of the weekend with 5 home runs and 19 RBI. With a team batting average over .350 and plenty of power in the lineup, Iowa Central will test any pitching staff they face this season. Speaking of pitchers, the Triton pitching staff limited Redlands Community College to just 2 runs in the doubleheader sweep yesterday. They have a team ERA of .471 through their first 12 games. I'll look at North Central Missouri College when we return to this morning's pregame show.
Welcome to North Central Missouri College.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lenny Claver, the president at North Central Missouri College. We're a growing college. Our reason for growth and success and the satisfaction of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, is based on something we call uncommon attention. We pride ourselves on providing uncommon attention to our students. And our faculty have bought into that. And I'll just tell you one thing, it works.
Welcome back to our pregame show. It's time now to turn our attention to the home team. North Central Missouri College comes into today looking to make a statement against a nationally ranked opponent. Pirates are led by head coach Donnie Hillerman. He continues to build a competitive program in Region 16 Division II, and of course, a lot of strong competition early in the year, such as Iowa Central. Even with a few games still waiting to be reflected in the official stats, the Pirates have shown they can swing the bats. 3 hitters have stood out early for North Central, including J.P. Gonzalez, a player capable of producing extra base hits and driving the baseball into the gaps. He had 2 home runs in the doubleheader sweep of Redlands Saturday, leads the team in on-base percentage and slugging. And Edward Churio leads the team in homers and RBI. Expect Amari Cienfuegos, a freshman, to start the first game on the hill for North Central. In his 2 starts, he has an 0-1 record, his last appearance coming just last weekend against Wabash Valley. He was the starting pitcher but got no decision, going 3 innings, giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walking 5, striking out 2, hitting 3, and facing 15 batters. A good start for him today could really get the freshman some time in the starting rotation on a full-time basis. There are several key storylines heading into this game. First, national reputation versus opportunity. Iowa Central comes in ranked in the preseason top 10. They bring a powerful lineup into Burley Grimes that can score runs quickly. For North Central Missouri, this is a chance to test themselves against one of the top programs in the country and show they can compete with nationally ranked teams. The second thing today, offense versus pitching. The Tritons have shown tremendous offensive production early in the season, but the Pirates pitching staff will look to slow that momentum and keep the games within reach. Whenever you face a top 10 team in the country, it is an opportunity, and for the Pirates, today's matchup against number 8 Iowa Central is exactly that, a chance to see how they stack up early in the season and to build some momentum moving forward. The first pitch from Burley Grimes is coming up right after this.
My name's Beth Caldarello, and I work in the library. There's 3 of us, and we're just here ready and waiting to help you. This is a location of our testing center. Faculty love to use our testing center because sometimes students have to miss a class or they need to take an online test, and we proctor those tests for you. Our online students have access to everything that our on-ground students have. For instance, databases, electronic databases. You're in an academic environment now, so we want to make sure you have the tools, and we make sure that you know how to use those. The thing about what we have to offer is it's available no matter where you live. There's so many ways to contact us too. Say you get in the car, you're going home, and you think, how do I start that paper? You can text us, you can call us, you can email us, or again, you can stop by another day. If you need something, believe me, we're going to find it for you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Burley Grimes Field in Trenton, Missouri for the doubleheader today between North Central Missouri College and Iowa Central Community College. The Tritons and the Pirates meet. The Tritons are number 8 in the nation with the new poll coming out, we think, today. 13-1, the preseason number 8. The Pirates are 5-5. They are preseason number 24. Pirates as the home team. They will be the team that goes out on the field first, of course. I am Rick Cole, and we bring in today again Nolan Parton, who was with us for the softball broadcast yesterday. A couple of teams that we felt North Central would be pretty good this year, but we know Iowa Central's good.
Yeah. I took a look at the games yesterday that they played. Both ended in 5 innings versus the Redlands, so we'll see how we go today.
And the Pirates are looking to build on back-to-back wins against Redland. They played those games on Saturday. They will see how they do here against the very powerful Tritons. The Pirates will start Amari Cienfuegos on the hill today. He is 0-1. This will be his 3rd start of the year. He has a very high ERA of 14.73 and has only thrown 3 2/3 of an inning. He has given up 1 hit, walked 9, struck out 2. The Tritons will start off as one of the best players in the area, George McIntyre. McIntyre is hitting .487 coming into this weekend's 3-way tournament. And he has 6 homers, 20 RBI. Bryson Carpenter hits next, and then Tate Perrin. The number 4 hitter is Sawyer Stein. Sam Sonoa is the DH, hitting 5th. Bennett Burke in the 6th slot. In the 7th hole is Wyatt Myers. Mitch Secora is in the number 8 spot, and Jason Book, a freshman, catches and hits 9th. For the Pirates, they will go with J.P. Gonzalez at 3rd base. Eduardo Churio is the shortstop. Ishmael Medina is the 2nd baseman, and Ethan Shoup at 1st base for North Central. The catcher is Alejandro Somoza, and again on the mound is Amari Cienfuegos. The starter for Iowa Central will be Chase Reeder. He has only been in 1 game this year as a freshman and has no record. We'll talk about him as we get started today. So we're about ready to go here with the first batter stepping up, and our first pitch is coming up here just 2 minutes past the original starting time announcement, and it is low to George McIntyre. Again, we have no stats for the last 2 games that these teams have played. We don't have Redlands stats for North Central, nor do we have yesterday's stats, as Redlands got beat twice and pretty handily by Iowa Central. Our home plate umpire is James Cottrell. Sean Bolte is in the field, and I think that is about all that we have to say at this point. Cienfuegos to the plate, and McIntyre checks his swing, and they will say he did not swing. Here's a look at McIntyre, who is a sophomore.
Dangerous guy, lots of power in that bat.
And he takes 4 pitches for a walk, and so whether the Pirates were trying to pitch around to McIntyre or not, they end up putting him on for the first batter to reach base today. Next is Bryson Carpenter, the center fielder, a redshirt sophomore, hitting .256. Cienfuegos is a 6', 170-pound pitcher from Cartagena in Colombia. And there is a strike and off speed pitch delivered by Cienfuegos.
That was pretty.
He has to find the zone. There's no question about that, with 9 walks in 3 2/3 of an inning. So he walks number 10. Throw back over, and it gets away from Ethan Shoup, who's playing first base, but not far enough for McIntyre to advance. Shoup is at first with his responsibility now to hold on the runner, George McIntyre. And McIntyre can steal a base. He has been pretty effective in stealing bases out of that leadoff spot. In fact, there's not much he doesn't do well. He has 8 stolen bases, only been caught once. There's a good breaking ball, a tip into the glove of Alejandro Samaza. The weather is very pleasant. The high temperature today is supposed to be 75 degrees.
Beautiful.
Right now we're at 66.
It's a beautiful day for baseball today.
And that one's inside, perhaps. And the count goes to 1-2. A walk to George McIntyre. He's at first base, being held on by Shoup as Cienfuegos tries to find that last strike. And just misses on that pitch. Pirates 5-5 against Redlands. They won twice, 9-7 and 9-4. That was on Saturday. Then Redlands came here to play Iowa Central yesterday. Now it's full at 3-2. And Iowa Central won 12-2 and 15-0. I think you mentioned that earlier. Both games in 5 innings. These are 7-inning games today. Here's a big pitch early on for Cienfuegos. A 3-2 pitch, and he walks his second man in a row. So not a good sign for Amari. He's put McIntyre at second base now on Carpenter's walk, and Tate Perrin will be the next hitter. Perrin steps in at .435 this year. Again, we have no stats from yesterday, so we'll just tell you it's going into the weekend, or however you want to phrase it. And 2 runners on base. Not quite in time, with Medina covering the bag. Burley Grimes Field in Trenton, been here for a while now. It was originally located just a few blocks away from here. And that's a foul ball. 379 to the power alleys, if you will. The fence is in a parallel, the outfield fence, center field, is parallel to the front of home plate. So it kind of looks like a home plate with that center field fence being parallel to the front of the plate. Then it curves around, and down in the corners on the right side, 380 in right, 375 in left. And that's fouled back. 1 strike to Tate Perrin as Iowa Central tries to jump up on top against North Central here in the first inning. They've received 2 walks in a row. and fouled back.
Good AB here. He's fighting.
Bryson Carpenter is the hitter. On deck is, Bryson Carpenter's at first. Tate Perrin is the hitter. Sawyer Stein is next. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for Iowa Central. And there's a strike, and down on strikes goes Tate Perrin. So a much needed out for the Pirates. The fastball just hitting the corner. And there's one down here in the top of the first. Sawyer Stein has 3 homers and 16 RBI coming into the weekend. 5 doubles leads the team at a .447 average. Amari Fuegos delivering and finds the strike zone again. Pirates need a ground ball here. Let's see if we can get one to Churio. He's the shortstop. Nice save by the catcher, Somoza. Sawyer Stein is from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, 6'2", 210 pounds. In the dirt again, and Somoza on his horse. Two balls and one strike. Two balls, two strikes. I'm looking at our scoreboard that's not doing a very good job connecting. We'll try to get it to mind its manners.
That's the problems with technology. Sometimes it won't work.
Yeah, it really is. And that's back to the backstop. And down low again. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cienfuegos continues to struggle here. He did get a strikeout, but 2 walks in the inning as well. We'll try to keep you updated on the count here. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So again, a big pitch for Cienfuegos. Sawyer Stein, the hitter. And he hits that one out toward left field and toward the gap. It's going to roll in there. The runner will score to make it 1-0. Here comes the second runner toward the plate, and a 2-run double for Sawyer Stein. 18 RBIs now for Stein and a 2-0 lead for Iowa Central.
The ball was ripped.
And Cienfuegos sees the 2 walks that he put on base, both scored. Sam Sanoa is next, .441 hitter with 5 home runs. He steps in. Ball 1.
The ball had some 2-seam movement on it. The 1-0 pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner. Sam Sanoa has 5 homers, 14 RBI. I think we mentioned that before. He is the DH in the lineup today. And fouls that one off. 2 walks, 1 to McIntyre, 1 to Carpenter to start the game. Then Perrin struck out looking, and now a 2-run double by Sawyer Stein to make it 2-0. And a long look from Cienfuegos to his catcher, Alejandro Somoza. And that's foul down the left field line.
The ball had a little bit of slice on it, kind of like my golf ball when I hit
The
it.
foul ball.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to play golf this year?
I have. When we had that nice weather in January, we've had some in February, and now March. Been thankful for that. Been able to get out to Riverside.
Headed for the hole. It gets through the hole. One runner headed for the plate. And here's the throw. Somoza can't get the tag on in time. And the hitter advancing to second base. So another run scores on a single by Sanoa. He gets his 15th RBI. Again, we're a couple of games behind. That drives in Stein, and with the throw to the plate, Sanoa is able to make it all the way to second base, and the troubles continue for Cienfuegos. 2 hits in the inning to go along with the 2 walks, still just 1 out. And now a runner at second base. Hit toward the right side. They'll have to go there for 1 and get the out there. So the runner advances. Sanoa now at third base as Burke grounds out. Second out of the inning, and Wyatt Myers, a freshman, is the hitter. We talk sometimes about freshmen having to adjust to playing at the college level. Well, that's not been a problem for Wyatt Myers. He's hitting .563. Runner at third base, and right in there with a strike. Wyatt Myers, the starting shortstop for Iowa Central. High in the air toward left center field, and over is the center fielder watching it disappear. A 2-run home run. Wyatt Myers hits the ball well up in the air. I mean, that ball was really high, and going over, Suarez tried to track it down, but just simply ran out of room.
That is his 3rd home run of the year. He had 2 before that. Not including the games yesterday. We don't have the stats for those
And
yet.
there were a bunch of home runs yesterday, but we're just kind of giving you what we know, and we know it's 5-0 right now. And Cienfuegos starts over with nobody on base and finds a strike to the number 8 hitter, Mitch Sikora. Sikora hitting .313, which is a little bit more down to earth, but this team is, again, .366 as a team.
They definitely swing it well.
And they have already put up 5 here against North Central. A 2-run double for Stein, RBI single for Sanoa. Now the 2-run home run by Myers. And this one right in the back of Sikora. So nothing going right for Cienfuegos right now. As he's given up 5, there's not any movement in the bullpen for the Pirates. And they've got to consider they've got to get through potentially 14 innings, so they're going to be careful, I think, with their starting pitcher. A moderate lead at first base. And a bender right in there for a strike. Iowa Central is coached by Eric Stein in his 3rd year. Pirates by Donnie Hillerman. And I was counting, I think it's 20 years now for Donnie.
It's a while.
And off to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning, and Jason Book is the 9th man to hit against Cienfuegos here in the inning. And down on strikes he goes to end the inning, and It started off a little bit rocky for Cienfuegos with a couple of walks, and it didn't get much better after that. We'll be back with more in a moment as we head to the bottom of the first inning.
Ready for more? Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Redline hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
Scholarships make a big difference in the ability to attend school. Whether you're a first-generation student, a normal matriculating traditional student, or an adult student who sat out or not been to college at all.
Should you have any questions, you can always contact the Financial Aid Office. We're located on the NCMC campus. You can reach us by phone at 660-357-6513, or you can email us at financialaid@mail.ncmissouri.edu.
Scholarships help immensely.
Left-hander Chase Reeder gets the start today for Iowa Central against the Pirates. Reeder is 0-0, has only appeared in one game, and that one didn't last very long. 1 inning pitched, he gave up a walk and struck out 2 in the inning. So Reeder gets the start here against the Pirates. Javier Suarez will lead it off for North Central, and Ishmael Medina will be after him, then Eduardo Churio. J.P. Gonzalez, who's maybe the hottest Pirate hitter, hits cleanup. Leo Dominguez is hitting 5th with Cade Fowler to DH 6th. Ethan Shoup at first base hitting 7th. Samazo, the catcher, 8th, and Jose Bedoya, freshman, is playing right field. And that's the lineup for Donnie Hillerman and the Pirates as we go to inning number 2. Stepping to the plate is Javier Suarez, the center fielder. He's a sophomore, hitting .414 on the year. Chase Reeder is from Naperville, Illinois. And taking a little bit of time here. I don't know what happened. It was a glove that maybe is wristband or something, perhaps. Emergency surgery on the wristband. There we go. So I think we're ready now. What is that he has on there? It's almost like a fitness watch or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think you could wear those though on the mound, can you?
Imagine color-wise. I know that this thing in high school. Took my Misha umpire test.
Did you? Good for you.
Yeah.
You did well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did.
5-0. The Tritons lead it here, bottom of the first inning. First chance for North Central to swing the bats. Javier Suarez is a sophomore. He's hit a home run and has 3 RBI. He's from Venezuela. And that's a foul ball at the plate. Chase Reeder, the start for Iowa Central. And toward the shortstop, past the diving shortstop Myers, and a base hit for Suarez. So a good start for the Pirates coming back after giving up 5 runs in the top of the first inning. Suarez gets the hit, and now Medina is the hitter. A 200 average for the freshman who plays second base. At first base, Suarez. Real change up there, real change in speed. Suarez has just 2 stolen bases, but the Pirates don't run a lot. 13 total bases stolen by North Central. Sacrifice, I'll go to first base with it and get the out there.
It's a little different than the Tritons' 38 stolen bases.
Yes, we don't run near as much as the Tritons. Suarez on the sacrifice ends up at second base. And the hitter is Eduardo Churio. Eduardo has been a mainstay since he showed up on campus. Shortstop. Good movement on the lefty fastball and 1 strike. Central got 5 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. There were 2 walks and a hit batter. I'll tell you what, Chase Reeder's got good movements on his pitches.
Yeah, he does. When he was warming up, I seen him let one go, and it whipped all the way across the plate. Just like that one.
Shortstop Myers holds the runner, throws across, and he gets away from the first baseman. I'm not so sure he wouldn't have beaten that out. However, the ball gets away and allows the runner Suarez to go to third, so that'll be an error on that. I'm going to call that an error on the first baseman and an infield single for Churio. And what it adds up to is the Pirates have runners at the corners here with nobody out. Hit, line drive to left field. That's going to fall in for Gonzalez. And now they're going to call him out. Did he catch that? On the tag out. Okay, There we go. So that is the first inning for the Pirates. They get a hit. In fact, 2 of them, but can't do anything more than that. And we go to the top of the second. Double play ends the inning on the line drive to the shortstop Myers, who's able to double up the runner. So nothing for the Pirates in the first inning. We move to the second inning. And again, we're having trouble with our scoreboard recording things well, so we're doing the best we can in that regard here, going all manual. Amari Cienfuegos is able to survive the first inning, although he gave up 5 runs. He is still in there for the second inning, and he'll face the leadoff hitter once again, George McIntyre, as the Tritons hit around in the order the first time. McIntyre walked his first time up, ended up scoring on an RBI double. And Cienfuegos just barely misses on that pitch. McIntyre and the man on deck, Carpenter, both walked to start the game. And now 2-0 to McIntyre. He hasn't seen a strike yet. Three and oh. I kind of was half kidding when I said they maybe pitched around him to start the ball game, but he's seen 7 straight balls from Amari. And he walks again on 4 pitches. So the third walk, second one to McIntyre, issued by Amari Cienfuegos. Now the hitter will be Bryson Carpenter, who, again, just like McIntyre, walked and scored in the first inning. Big cuts.
Threw that one right by him.
Yeah. The move over to first base. Shoop is there defensively, but doesn't get the tag down on McIntyre. Remember, he's got 8 stolen bases. Ishmael Medina and Eduardo Churio up the middle look for a double play. J.P. Gonzalez is the third baseman, and the catcher is Alejandro Somoza. Toward the shortstop and a mile high, Churio underneath it, and will make that catch. So a pop-up by Carpenter is the first out of the inning. Tate Perrin struck out looking his first time up and faces Cienfuegos for the second time. McIntyre still at first. Oh, he's a big dude too, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Strike one.
His build and his attributes remind me of Mike Trout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Trout's a big dude.
Oh, yeah.
And a very short lead right now for McIntyre. Toward the right side, the outfielder in right is Jose Bedoya, who looks up and makes the catch for the out. So after the base on balls, Cienfuegos has gotten a couple pop-ups to the right side and has 2 outs. Sawyer Stein is the hitter, a 2-run double his last time up. McIntyre jumping around a little bit at first base, but I'm not sure what that was all about, because it almost looked like a hit and run that wasn't executed because he had taken that hard first step and then stopped. I've never seen that quite happen that way that I can recall, and he's just one big step off the base and draws the throw from Cienfuegos.
Like you said earlier, he's got 8 stolen bases so far. So
Yeah, with 2 outs, you never know. That ball gets away from Shoop, but again, not far enough for McIntyre to advance. Ethan Shoop has mostly pitched and played the outfield for the Pirates. I don't know that he's ever played at first base for us before. Chase Maddox has been the first baseman for the Pirates, but he is injured. He'll be our guest at halftime, however, so his misfortune is our fortune. He didn't have a lot of stuff to do during batting practice. And we'll hear from him between games. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. McIntyre bouncing around again. The pitch is a strike called, and it's 1-2. Sawyer Stein, a sophomore. That is 6th double earlier in the game. Into the glove of Somoza on the tip. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cienfuegos takes the sign from Somoza. Low and away, 3-2. Boy, he has had a lot of full counts here early on.
Has. Yes, he has.
The runner at first. On 3-2 going, and a mile high down the right field line. Bedoya coming in and will make the catch in fair territory for the out. So after walking the leadoff hitter, then 3 balls in a row hits to the right side, and that's all for Iowa Central in this first part of the game. Top of the second inning. Pirates are due up next.
Partners with North Central Missouri College Athletics include BTC Bank, agriculturally minded, service-oriented, and driven to strengthen the communities it serves. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, bank on the go with Farmers Bank mobile app. Grundy County Lumber, your authorized local steel dealer. Pettijohn Ford, now offering low upfront prices and no hidden fees on every vehicle in stock. St. Luke's Health System. St. Luke's unique combination of clinical excellence and compassionate care makes them the best place to get care.
Pirate baseball this afternoon, a 5-0 deficit for the Pirates. Chase Reeder on the hill for Iowa Central. And Reeder got through the first inning, giving up a couple of hits, but then getting a double play. No runs allowed. So the Pirates will see what they can do against Reeder, with Leo Dominguez coming to the plate first, then Cade Fallert and Ethan Shoup. Dominguez is a freshman playing left field this afternoon. Fallert, the left-hander, has Jason Book behind the plates. The third baseman is George McIntyre. Wyatt Myers at shortstop. Mitch Sikora is the second baseman, and Sawyer Stein at first. In the outfield, Tate Perrin in left. The center fielder is Bryson Carpenter, and the right field position manned by Bennett Burke. No balls, 2 strikes to Dominguez. 273 average before the weekend started. He has hit a couple of home runs, driven in 4. And again, our stats not updated for either team for their last doubleheader. Two and two. Leo Dominguez. And he battled his way back, 3 and 2. Leo Dominguez is from Venezuela. And he strikes out on that sweeping breaking ball for the first out of the inning.
A lot of this guy's pitches have movement on them.
And he's really shown that. That sweeping pitch is becoming, or has become, very popular.
Oh, yeah.
Cade Fallert, the designated hitter, is next. He's a freshman. One ball, no strikes to Fallert, who is hitting 182. In fact, the bottom part of the order in this first game are some hitters that are kind of light hitters, but maybe showing something. And Ethan Shoup on deck, for instance, had a home run against Redlands on Saturday. And that fastball tails outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Pirates gave up 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter in the first inning. Right on the edge of the plate, Fallert will come back. Chase Reeder from Naperville, Illinois, making his first collegiate start. And fouling that away. Toward the right side, it's headed into the outfield, and Burke is there to make the catch for the out. So 2 outs now on the fly ball to right. And Ethan Shoup is the hitter. The St. Louis native also pitches for the Pirates from time to time. He's playing first today, and as we said, he had a home run over the weekend.
Being from St. Louis, he is a Cardinals fan, just like me. We have that in common. We talk about that sometimes.
You're not from St. Louis, though, are you?
No, I am not. I'm from Novinger, Missouri. Not a lot of people know where that is. It's a small little town.
I'll bet everybody in Novinger knows you.
I bet so, too.
That's in there, and the Shoop trying to dodge out of the way a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on base. And down, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Pirates trying to start something with 2 outs here in the second inning. Somoza waits on deck. Reeder has had trouble finding the plate from time to time, but has not walked anybody yet. And a big cut by Ethan Shoop. Shoop is one of our play-by-play announcers during basketball season. He's a sophomore, though. Nolan Parton on the air with us today is also a member of Pirates Digital Media. That's tipped into the glove of Book, and a strikeout to end the inning as Shoop goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning for the pitcher, Chase Reeder. And we head to the top of the third.
Before you open your eyes, at Smithfield, we're busy slow smoking. Before you sizzle, we hand select and hand trim. Before you were born, we gave birth to flavor, which you'll find in every bite of our naturally delicious hickory smoked bacon. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
Through 2 innings, 5 runs for Iowa Central have come on 3 hits. And for the Pirates, no runs on a pair of hits here in a 5-0 game, top of the 3rd inning coming up here. And seeing Fuego stays out there, and so he is maybe getting the groove a little bit, and he certainly needs to. As we talked about in the pregame show, a good outing here would mean an awful lot to him. He is a freshman and has pitched twice before this game, 2 starts with an 0-1 record, but boy, he hasn't lasted very long. 3 2/3 total innings in his 2 starts. Now we'll see him against Sam Sanoa. He's the number 5 hitter in the Triton lineup. Then Bennett Burke and Wyatt Myers, all to face Cienfuego. Again, we're battling some technical issues here with our scoreboard. We apologize for that. It is 5-0. We're not able to keep you up to date on the strikes and balls and outs, but most of the time we can count pretty well when it comes to runs. Ethan Shoop playing at first base, who ended the last inning. Sanoa has driven in a run with a single in the first game, or here in the first game. That's just down low. Cienfuegos from Cartagena, Colombia.
He does have a pretty red glove out there.
Yeah, it matches our unis. I like that.
It's beautiful.
Back door, fastball, but off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. 5 runs in the first inning, came on 3 hits. Cienfuegos walked 2 and hit a batter. And that's about all you need to know. 5-0, Iowa Central. Toward the second baseman, over the head of Medina and into the outfield, and now gets away from Bedoya. Bedoya picks it up and fires to second base, but not in time. And safe is the hitter. So that's going to go down as a single and an error. I don't know if that was just a bad hop. It's hard to tell from here, but without knowing any better, we'll have to call it an error. And that's the way the top of the third inning starts for the Tritons. Sanoa at second base. Bennett Burke is the hitter. He grounded out to Medina his first time. Just missed inside. Amari Cienfuegos for the Pirates. Bennett Burke for the Tritons. And a fastball that's off the dish. 2 balls, no strikes. Tritons are 13-1 on the year. Preseason number 8.
They also have a 9-game win streak going.
Yeah, right. Three and 0. And a strike on the outside corner to make it a horse race of 3-1.
These Tritons will not give Amari anything to swing at. They're patient. They have great plate discipline.
Bennett Burke waiting for a 3-2 pitch that misses up high and another walk. And that is now 4 issued by Cienfuegos. The bag was open. Sanoa is at second base, and the hitter is the number 7 hitter in the order, Wyatt Myers, who had a 2-run home run his first time up. Boy, and it was a moon rocket, too. He really hit it a long way up in the air.
Light tower power.
Hey, is that what you call it? That's pretty clever. I like that. A strike on the outside. You can see Cienfuegos has some good stuff. He just needs to control it, which is a lot of what the junior college circuit is all about.
Yeah. Got to hit the zone. Got to make them swing the bat.
And as you said, they're pretty disciplined.
They are.
That pitch down low. And it's 1-1. Amari Cienfuegos. Donnie Hillerman wasn't sure who his game starter would be. It was going to be largely based on how this game went and how many relievers they used. And that one is to left field, picked up out there by Dominguez. He comes up firing, but it's cut off, and it's 6-0 on an RBI single by Myers. So Myers has driven in 3 in this game. Sanoa scores. Burke ends up at second base, and it's 6-0. The hitter is Mitch Sikora. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Runners at first and second, and a pitch that breaks down low. Two and 0, and when you fall behind hitters like this, it's just inviting a big inning. 5 runs in the first, none in the second after a walk started the inning. Now a couple of hits along with a walk. Cienfuegos trying to get out of this inning. 3-0 isn't the prescribed way to do that, however.
Needs to find his command.
And now Ryan Suttonfield is going to head out and talk to the pitcher on 3-0. And this was always an interesting call for a pitching coach to decide when to go out. Some coaches like to go out between batters. And Ryan's never been that way. He'll go out in any situation. And in this one, 3-0 with runners at first and second and no outs, he's got to come up with some magic. The Director of Athletics at North Central Missouri College is Nate Gamet. Our president is Dr. Lenny Claver. Sports Information Director is standing right out there on the mound in the black jacket. That's Ryan Suttonfield, the assistant coach. We have more baseball coming up on Wednesday. The weather doesn't look particularly great overnight. Tuesday it's supposed to rain, give us about an inch of rain. However, if we can get it in, we'll be playing Northeast Iowa Community College at noon on Wednesday. It's a pair of 7-inning games once again. Noon Wednesday, Northeast Iowa Community College. Mitch Sikora digs in. Cienfuegos, a 3-0 count. And I think more or less a complimentary strike there, 3-1.
It looked a little bit inside, but he called it.
James Cottrell is our home plate umpire. Sikora was hit by a pitch his first time. And strike two. So after the mound meeting, Cienfuegos has bounced back to make it a full count.
Maybe Suttonfield had some words of wisdom.
We'll see after this pitch. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. So down to second goes Myers. Now at third base is Burke after the walk to Sikora. And Jason Book is the hitter. Book is a .316 hitter. He's driven in 4, and he can really add those totals up in a hurry with a base hit here. He struck out swinging his first time.
High and tight.
Again, Cienfuegos may not be long for this game if he can't find a couple of strikes, although no one presently is throwing in the Pirate bullpen. Toward the third baseman and just foul. Gonzalez plays third for the Pirates, Churio short, Medina at second, and Shoup at first base with Somoza behind the plate. In center field, Javier Sierras. He's surrounded by Leo Dominguez in left and Jose Bedoya in right. And a good block by Somoza, 2-1. Pirates are at 5-5, but the wins against Redlands played in Kansas City because of the wet conditions here have put them at 5-5. This is the home opener for North Central, too. That one in the air toward left, and it is a no-doubter. It's a grand slam home run for Jason Book. And as we said, his RBI totals have just doubled with that grand slam home run. And 5 runs have scored in the inning. So another 5-run inning, and the celebration will give way to George McIntyre coming to the plate. Still no outs in the inning. Donnie Hillerman is on his way to the mound, and that will be it for Cienfuegos here as he will depart in the third inning. Pitching change coming up for the Pirates as they're down by 10 here, and we will be back with that change in just a moment.
The main thing with tutoring is start as early as possible. Let me tell you, most students don't even know they need our tutoring until the 4th week after they failed the first test. Hopefully that's not you, but that's kind of what we see. If you're one of those people that get ahead of the game, all the better. Come see the people in the tutoring center and get the help you need as soon as possible. I'm here Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, and those are the walk-in hours for the tutoring center. Please contact me with anything you need. The main thing with tutoring is start as early as possible. Let me tell you, most students don't even know they need our tutoring until the 4th week after they failed the first test. Hopefully that's not you, but that's kind of what we see. If you're one of those people that get ahead of the game, all the better. Come see the people in the tutoring center and get the help you need as soon as possible. I'm here Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, and those are the walk-in hours for the tutoring center. Please contact me with anything you need.
Logan Arbuckle will come in to relieve here for the Pirates. Arbuckle takes over for Amari Cienfuegos, who gives up 10 runs in 2 innings. 6 hits allowed by Cienfuegos, and the key point is he walked 5 and hit 1, struck out a couple as well. So now we'll see what Arbuckle can do, the third time around the order for Iowa Central, as McIntyre leads it off. He has walked twice. He has not seen a strike yet. Well, he did right there, I guess.
His first one of the game.
Logan Arbuckle is a freshman. Side armor comes in there again with a strike, so he looks tough at the moment. Against Wabash Valley, he threw in relief 2/3 of an inning, got no decision. His last outing. And it's fouled away.
Coming right at McIntyre here.
Well, when you come from the side like that, you really have no choice.
Yeah.
So often, especially at this level, it's hit or miss. Snapping fastball, but too far inside. And again, McIntyre is the guy that's hitting .487 coming into the weekend with 6 homers, 20 RBI, and leads the team in extra base hits. There's a shot up the middle, and it'll drop right in front of Suarez. So McIntyre finally sees a pitch he can hit, and he does it. Puts it right up the middle. And now Logan Arbuckle will have to bear down. I was going to say buckle down, but that's too easy. Bryson Carpenter has walked, and he's flown out to the shortstop Churio. Runner at first. Arbuckle in there again with a strike. Even with a base hit, you have to say at least it's better to have the ball over the plate and get whacked than it is to walk people. Pirates have already walked 5 and hit a batter, as we said. There's another good-looking pitch for another called strike. So Bryson Carpenter, a redshirt sophomore, against Logan Arbuckle. Nobody out. And now one buddy out. Carpenter strikes out, and that's, as we said, the first out of the inning. Logan Arbuckle has now made 3 appearances for the Pirates, no record. 3 1/3 innings. He's given up 9 hits and 5 earned runs.
And he picks up his 3rd strikeout there.
That drifts but stays over the plate for a strike to Tate Perrin. Tate has struck out looking and flown out to Bedoya in right. Softly over to first base. The inning started with a single, then a walk. RBI single by Myers, then a walk. Then a home run, a grand slam home run by Jason Book. Then another single, and now a strikeout. Hit hard to left field over the third baseman and picked up out there by Dominguez, and it's another base hit for the Tritons. McIntyre goes to second base with that play right in front of him. He wasn't going to try anything else with 1 out. And the 9th man to come to the plate in the inning, Sawyer Stein, steps up after doubling in 2 runs in the first inning.
This whole Tritons team seems to be swinging a pretty hot stick.
Yeah, they have come in. They're, we said, nationally ranked and at 13-1. Yeah. they're doing a pretty good job. 1 ball, no strikes to Sawyer Stein. Right in there again. Arbuckle gave up a hit to the first man he faced and to the third man he faced and struck out Carpenter in between, but he's been right around the zone, which is refreshing at this point. 2 balls and a strike. 5 hits in the inning. That's 8 total for Iowa Central. Towards center, and Suarez, a couple of steps. The runners are going to hold, and there are 2 outs. Sam Sanoa singled and scored a run. He went to second base after hitting it to right when the ball got by Bedoya. He's 2 for 2 and steps up for the first time against Logan Arbuckle. But now 2 outs. Back door right in there. And again, throwing the ball over the plate is the name of the game. So Noah came into the weekend, 441 his average. No balls, 2 strikes. Arbuckle trying to get out of the inning. Just missed. That's a nice place for an 0-2. Wanted to chase it, and it's just outside. Boy, that's close. That ball might be backing up a little bit on the pitcher, Arbuckle, as it comes in for the right-hander and moves. It may have just drifted off the plate a little bit. Good job by the hitter, Sanoa. That one, no question, was not there. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 5 are in for Iowa Central, including the grand slam home run by Jason Book, the number 9 hitter. And strike 3 called, inning over as Sanoa takes it and ends the inning. So really a pretty good job coming into the game by the reliever, Logan Arbuckle, who is able to come in and shut down, for all intents and purposes, the Central Tritons. Back for the bottom of the 3rd in a moment.
People come up. Yeah.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we save more patients from heart attacks and deliver the fastest stroke care in the region, and bring more cancer experts to more communities, so you have more time to enjoy what's most important: life. St. Luke's.
Welcome to North Central Missouri College.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lenny Claver, the president at North Central Missouri College. We're a growing college. Our reason for growth and success and the satisfaction of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, is based on something we call uncommon attention. We pride ourselves on providing uncommon attention to our students, and our faculty have bought into that. And I'll just tell you one thing, it works.
I am Rick Cole with Nolan Parton alongside today as the Pirates are down by 10 here going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's not the good news. The good news is they got a decent relief appearance by the freshman Logan Arbuckle, who gave up a couple of hits but also struck out a couple to get out of the inning. Now 10 runs on 8 hits, and Amari Cienfuegos' day is over. He gave up 10 runs on 6 hits and stands as the losing pitcher at the moment. Alejandro Somoza is the hitter, a .444 average at this point of the season.
You think 3 4s in a row is good luck?
I don't know. We'll find out in a minute or two. Chase Reeder has gone 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits. He has struck out 2. And just misses that one. Nice placement, but 3-0 to Alejandro Somoza. Jose Bedoya will be next, and then Javier Suarez. Good fastball, and the result is a strike, 3-1. And 3-2. Somoza is from Caracas in Venezuela. Our Venezuelan kids, talk about that in a second. It's the shortstop up with it, and the throw across in time as Myers throws out Somoza. But our kids that were in Venezuela during the holidays when all the things were happening in Venezuela had quite an experience.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
And even though I haven't talked to Alejandro a lot about it, I was texting him during the Christmas break, and a little frightening.
Yeah.
A tip by Bedoya into the glove of catcher Jason Book, who hit the grand slam last inning for Iowa Central. It was one of the highlights. And strike 2. We're at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Again, trying to do the job here on our scoreboard to make it somewhat reasonably accurate. The score is the big thing, 10-0. And that's coming after Iowa Central won 12-2 and 15-0 yesterday. Well, they're on a roll, as Nolan said, 9 in a row, and a wild swing down in the dirt. Book to Stein for the out.
They seem to be a very solid team.
They do. They certainly do. Chase Reeder has had no problems. He's only allowed 2 base runners. One of them was erased in a double play in the 1st inning. Now the leadoff hitter, Javier Suarez, singled his first time up. A ground out and a strikeout here in the inning. Backdoor breaking ball. It's a little bit short.
We've reached 70 degrees here in Trenton.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Boy, isn't that
We're up to
nice?
70.
That's music to our ears. And down in the dirt, Suarez chases and nothing there. Javi Suarez against Chase Reeder in a 10-0 game. Again, good block by Jason Book. McIntyre at third, Myers the shortstop, Sikora at second, and Stein at first defensively for Iowa Central. Just outside. Reeder was thinking he had it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The outfield is Tate Perrin in left, Bryson Carpenter in center, and Bennett Burke in right. And now he gets him on a swing and a pitch down in the dirt fielded by Book, and the inning comes to a close. And the Pirates go down in order, 1, 2, 3 here in the 3rd inning. We head to the 4th inning from Burley Grimes Field in Trenton.
Shout out film guy, right?
It's always pretty amazing how the camera guys can track the ball in the air looking through this little window. They are so talented. They bring these games to life. So they're a lot of times the unsung hero of the broadcast. They do some incredible work.
After 3 innings, Iowa Central with 10 runs on 8 hits. There's been 1 Pirate error. And for North Central, no runs on 2 hits. And Iowa Central has turned a double play. So at 10-0, we go to the 4th inning. And the leadoff hitter for Iowa Central will be Bennett Burke. Burke in the 4th inning against Logan Arbuckle, who got all 3 outs in the 3rd inning in relief of Cienfuegos.
He's come out here throwing strikes and showing efficiency.
And there's another one. So Logan Burke getting the job done out of the pen. He's from New Cambria, Missouri. Hit hard and into the outfield. So a base hit is number 9 in the game for Iowa Central. Burke has walked and grounded out and now has a single. And sets it up for Wyatt Myers, who has hit a 2-run home run and driven in a 3rd run with a single in the 3rd inning. The big blow has been the Grand Slam home run by Jason Book. Well, again, it's such a pleasure to see Arbuckle be right around the plate. That one got him, and he didn't make much of an effort to move. But he made enough, apparently, in the eyes of James Cottrell, the home plate umpire. It's the 2nd batter that's been hit by a pitch. It doesn't get a large reaction from anybody, does it? Baseball sees a lot more hit batters than softball, I've noticed over the years. Nobody out and 2 on. And Logan Arbuckle continues to fire the ball over the plate. Mitch Sikora has been hit by a pitch, and he has also walked. And right through, that'll be a base hit. Dominguez in the outfield. It rolls by him. Now we're in trouble. 1 will score. Here's a 2nd one coming to the plate, and they will allow the runner to go all the way to 3rd base. So it's going to be a single and then a 2-run error. The 2nd error of the day by the Pirates. This is a big one as it allows 2 runs to score. And Sikora goes all the way to 3rd base. And Arbuckle left to face Jason Book, who hit the grand slam last inning. Yeah, it was last inning. Book is the catcher for Iowa Central. Iowa Central was in the Final Four of the College World Series at the D2 level last year.
Yep, they lost 11-1 versus the top seed Pasco Hernando.
And you were telling me they have a famous football alum too, right?
Yes, they do. Kurt Warner went to Iowa Central.
He was pretty good.
Yes, he was.
This day, 3-0 here. Arbuckle down to Jason Book in a 12-0 game.
Have you seen the movie about Kurt Warner?
I have not seen that. Is it good?
It is good. I watched that with my dad. My dad's a big Kurt Warner fan.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is.
That is the 6th walk of the day by Pirate pitchers, the first by Arbuckle. And runners at the corners now. 2 runs are in and nobody out. So Arbuckle in a little bit of a jam. See what the Pirates can do defensively here. As again, it's McIntyre at the plate. He takes a strike. He's walked twice and singled up the middle.
Seems to be a cornerstone piece for this Tritons team.
Definitely. That's right on the hands and a called strike. Logan Arbuckle against George McIntyre here in a 12-0 game. Pirate pitching just didn't start out very well with Amari Cienfuegos going 2 innings, giving up 10 runs. Arbuckle came in and has been effective, but now he's in a little bit of a jam as well. And that's hit hard and off the third baseman's glove, a base hit. 1 run comes in and runners remain at first and second. So smashed by McIntyre. Even though he got a glove on it, Gonzalez not really close to fielding it.
How do you think it's going?
Sikora scores to make it 13-0.
Ball came off the bat hot. Little worm burner there.
Now the double play is in order if the Pirates can get another ground ball. And Arbuckle right at the knees for a strike. The RBI for McIntyre. Again, this total does not include yesterday, but he has 21 without yesterday's stats adding into it. Foul past Eric Stein, coaching at third base today. Tritons won easily in 2 games against Redlands yesterday. Pirates played Redlands on Saturday and won 2 games, but not quite as easily as Iowa Central did. Before that, the Pirates went 1-3 at Millington, Tennessee at the Tennessee Prep Baseball JUCO Invitational Tournament. Take a breath, Rick. That's a lot of words.
They placed 6th at that overall.
And there's the throw. They've got a chance at second base, and they got it. The throw by Somoza, as leading off Jason Book, his secondary lead, was thrown out by Somoza for the first out of the inning. That's a tough way to get your first out, but we'll take it at this point. So now let's see if Arbuckle can dispose of the hitter. 1-2 to Carpenter, and that's going to go foul. Bryson today has walked, struck out, and popped to the shortstop. 1 out, so runner at first base will draw the throw. Bryson Carpenter leading off at first. He has 7 stolen bases, has not been caught this year, but again, it's 12-0, folks, so I wouldn't expect him to be running. Another foul ball. 5 runs in the first inning for Iowa Central, 5 more in the third inning, and 3 more in this inning. So 13-0, right? Yep, that's what I've got it on the scoreboard. By golly, it's got to be right.
You know how to do addition?
Oh, yeah, not really well. 1-2 pitch again, and fouled away again. I misspoke a little bit ago. That's McIntyre at first base. He has 8 stolen bases. Carpenter is the guy at the plate with Tate Perrin, the number 3 hitter, coming up next. So Arbuckle's got his work cut out for him. He could really use a strike right here to Carpenter. That's not it, and Somoza blocks. Logan Carpenter in relief of Amari Cienfuegos. Top of the fourth inning. That pounding you're hearing is the Pirate pitchers loosening up. They throw against a rubber-covered board. It's like one of those mats that you find in cars, kind of, or truck liners. That's Suarez who comes up and makes the catch there. And there are 2 outs.
Matthew Miller is down there throwing against that board.
I'm sure they would love to get Arbuckle out of this inning and not have to bring him in with a man on base. Is he the one throwing against the board, or is he in the bullpen? You can see better than I.
Miller's the one throwing against the board.
Okay. Right down the middle to Tate Perrin. Tate has struck out, singled, and flown out. McIntyre at first base. Not a real good lead, but again, not looking for him to go anywhere. This ball driven to left, and it is gone into the theater parking lot. 2 tickets, please, for the matinee. So a 2-run home run by Perrin. And the onslaught continues here at Burley Grimes. 15-0. So they're just as good as we heard they were. In the inning, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Now a dozen hits for Central. Sawyer Stein is the hitter. He has a 2-run double. 1 for 3. And Arbuckle finds another strike. You can't really fault him. He's been around the plate, and Iowa Central has sent some baseballs the other way, but that's preferable to the walks. I think anybody that's associated with baseball would tell you that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Sawyer Stein is the hitter, a sophomore. He's got a very good eye, too, especially for a cleanup hitter. He's walked a dozen times this year. 2 balls and a strike. Logan Arbuckle has pitched an inning and 2/3, although he, again, has thrown a lot of pitches. I think that's one thing that Central does really well is they, as you've mentioned a couple of times, they've got a good eye. They'll make you go deep in counts.
Mm-hmm. Tritons have great discipline.
That one slides all the way across. Plus, that's one of the better looking bats I've seen for a while. That,
very pretty.
yeah.
Kind of like a sunrise.
I was going to say, look, I know you don't know what this is. It looks like a tequila sunrise drink. To the shortstop, scooped by Churio, and then to first base is going to be in time. No. He beat it out. So an infield single for Stein. In the hole, and Churio doing everything he could to round it, but didn't have enough on it, and so now, again, a 9th hitter comes up to the plate. 3rd time in 4 innings that they have sent the entire order to the plate. Sam Sanoa has an RBI single, has another single, has scored 2 runs, and has struck out looking. And Logan Arbuckle continues. First pitch is a strike.
Looked like he tried to pull that outside pitch.
One strike to Sonora. And hard to his left goes Samaza. He is the catcher in this defensive lineup. Sanoa is the DH today in this game. And that one's going to go foul past the first base dugout. Pirates and Iowa Central in a 15-0 game right now. This is similar to the way that Iowa Central won yesterday. They beat Redlands 15-0 in the second game of the doubleheader here. Still 1-2. Pirates will have a day off tomorrow, and then Northeast Iowa Community College comes in for a noon doubleheader on Wednesday. That's our next broadcast. And then we have almost 10 days off before Saturday, March 21st rolls around, a 4-game in-region series against East Central. That'll be fun. They've kind of been our nemesis in the region, even the years that we were playing very well. Last couple of years, East Central has gotten us in the end, and they'll be here for 4 games a week from Saturday. And we will have all 4 games live. If we survive today, of course. And that one hits him.
Maybe having home field advantage versus them will.
Well, you'd think so, but they came here and won a region tournament, though. So who knows? Who knows in this game? Now the base is loaded. Or, excuse me, runners at first and second. The order flips again as Bennett Burke is scheduled to be the hitter. Not sure if that's him or not. Yeah, it is. Bennett Burke hits with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Logan Arbuckle in relief. Said it yesterday during softball. The first out, the third out always seem to be the toughest. That's line to right field. It'll drop in there. One runner is headed to the plate. Here's the throw to third, and it bounces in a little bit slowly. And the runner scores there on a single. RBI single for Burke. That is his second hit and first RBI in this game, as coming across to score is Stein, and third is Sanoa.
Hillerman going out to the mound.
And that's usually the death knell for a pitcher, as they may not get out of this. And Logan Arbuckle, with a fatherly hand on his shoulder, waits for the reliever to come in, which is going to happen. So we will take a break while they make the pitching change here on Pirates Digital Media.
Pirate gear at the new NCMC campus store located inside the new student center on campus. We hope to see you soon.
Pirates are going to go to the bullpen here and bring in Matthew Miller, who will come in and inherit a couple of guys on base, one at first and one at third, after Bennett Burke drives in a run with an RBI base hit. He is at first base, and Sanoa is at second for Miller, who will come in to face Wyatt Myers. Miller this year is, according to the stat chart, making his first appearance of the year. Again, unless he pitched against Redlands, which is a possibility, we don't have that box score available. Nobody does. It's mystery. But Matthew Miller comes in and finds a strike right at the knees to Wyatt Myers. Myers has had quite a day, scoring 3 runs, knocking in 3. He's got 2 hits, including a 2-run home run, and has been hit by a pitch. Pirates have hit 2. Toward And the third baseman, it takes a funny bounce, fielded there by Gonzalez, but nothing he can do with it. And it's going to be an RBI for Myers.
The ball looked to hit the lip of the grass where the infield dirt meets there. Played on a couple fields like that, it can be tricky.
You bet. All right, so now I'm not so sure about my run totals. Does it say 16 on the board? I can't see it. The sun is hitting that scoreboard. Well, it's more than 15. Just down a little bit to Mitch Sikora, who earlier in the inning had a single. Sikora has singled, walked, and been hit by a pitch. First and second for Iowa Central. 2 outs in the inning. And Miller's pitch wide again. Looking to see, were there any walks in this inning? I don't think there were. A couple of hit batters.
I don't think any real walks.
Yep. So one of the runners is still the responsibility for Logan Arbuckle. That's Burke, who is at second base. And Matt Miller now walks the first in the inning. And that is a total now of 11 walks. I think that's right. And the bases are loaded here for the guy that hit the grand slam home run earlier in the day. How about that? Not many have hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning. But Jason Book has a chance here. 2 outs. Hits it high. I don't think it's going to be deep enough, as plenty of room for Suarez, and he'll make the catch, and the inning finally comes to a close. Matthew Miller comes in, and he gets the outs he needed, or the out he needed. But it's been another big inning for Iowa Central, and they take a 16-0 lead.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pirate Baseball, it's the home opener for North Central Missouri College. Things not going according to the script I read earlier today. We don't want to give away the ending, but the drama right now is it's 16-0. So we did indeed have a little problem keeping up with the scoreboard. 17-0, right?
It is
17-0 now. So Nolan Parton is the guy that checks on that. That could be an official job. You could just make a lot of money on that. There has been a lot of scorebook work today. 17 runs on 15 hits. So a 7-run inning for Iowa Central. I think they're getting used to that. Chase Reeder is the pitcher still here, and he works into the 4th inning, facing Ishmael Medina, who had sacrificed his only time to the plate. And wants to bunt again, but it's a strike. Reeder has given up no runs on 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and there's been a double play turned behind him.
Medina digs in. And that may be the worst pitch he's thrown all day. It was very wide, looked like it slipped out of his hands a little bit. Well, we can talk about the weather. The weather is dandy today.
It is a beautiful day.
Mid-70s as Medina goes down on strikes. That is the 5th strikeout for Chase Reeder. You take a look at this field and the trees that are in the background. They're starting to bud in a lot of cases, but one of the cool things is sitting here through the spring, every time we come out, the trees get a little bit greener and a little bit greener. Same thing at softball and all across the Midwest.
It's nice to see.
Outside to Churio, who had an infield single his first time up. Eduardo, a second-year player, leads the team in homers and in RBI. And that's fouled to the backstop.
Speaking of trees and
the
springtime, what's your favorite season?
I would say fall, probably.
Yeah, I'm a big fall guy too.
And here at North Central, we don't have any sports we broadcast in the fall. I've worked at other places, kind of moonlighting, but I really enjoy the time off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Getting ready for our broadcast team's basketball. And then, of course, we go right into baseball and softball, which gets a little crazy, but yeah, I like the fall. I like football. You know, I did broadcast college football for so long, I kind of lost touch with the college game, but now we're starting to watch the Division I games, and it's really enjoyable. Everything is enjoyable except I'm really tired of the gambling ads.
Yeah.
which is a pet peeve of mine.
You don't like sports gambling?
I can't stand it, and I'll tell you why. I guess I'm getting old and cranky, but I remember things like the 1919 White Sox, reading about it, not being there. I'm going to say he went as they appeal it down, and that's going to be a strikeout. But I just cannot see anything good coming from it except to give pleasure to people that enjoy it, and that's great. The problem I have with it is, do the people gambling realize you can't win? You can win a little bit. They're not going to let you win a lot.
Yeah.
That's just, and so people that don't have the money to spend on it, which is most of us. So here I go. That's my soapbox for the day. Was I effective? Did I change your mind about it?
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Good argument. Good argument.
And there are so many things happening now with players being pulled into court because of their participation. How does this end well? I don't get it. JP Gonzalez has hit into a double play. He lined one to the shortstop Myers.
The two-way star Shohei Ohtani had a sports gambling.
Yeah, and that was, I know his manager, that one's going to roll to the outfield, a base hit, the third of the game for the Pirates. So that's a good sign. Gonzalez is on board. Yeah, and I mean, you know, that's a few years ago it was the NBA referee, and it's a number of Division I and lower college players. And when are we going to start gambling on the high school sports, maybe junior high sports?
Yeah.
You know, if Falcon Junior High takes on Mustang Junior High, or can you put money down on it?
Gambling on 7th graders?
Yeah. I just don't see it ending well. Leo Dominguez struck out his first time against Reeder, who has now struck out 6. And that's down in the dirt. So now that I've irritated a lot of sports gamblers, what else can we talk about, Nolan?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
And that's a beautiful catch at shortstop by Myers, who lays out and catches it for the out. So that will end the inning on that line drive to the shortstop. And the inning comes to a close. The Pirates get a base hit, but nothing else. And they continue to be down big here in this matchup with Iowa Central Community College.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
McIntyre.
We go to the 5th inning now. The Tritons up by a 17-0 score. 17 runs on 15 hits. They have been walked 6 times, hit by pitches 3 times, and have only struck out twice. There have been 2 Pirate errors. The Pirates got their 3rd hit a moment ago, but have no runs in this game that has turned lopsided. We have 1 more inning to go here, and so to make his debut as a play-by-play announcer, this is a big couple of days for you. You made your debut in color announcing.
Yeah, it
and
is.
now it's play-by-play time for Nolan Parton. Welcome.
Due up, we have the 1, 2, and 3 hitter, Milrow, Carpenter, and Perrin.
Matt Miller came in and got the final outs last inning. He stays in the game. Looks like they will go with a pinch hitter here, Nolan. And it's going to be Lane Olson who comes in to hit. Lane Olson. And we'll give you the stats on him in just a moment.
And he will take an inside pitch for ball 1.
Lane Olson is a freshman. He is hitting at .625. That's the leading overall average, although he hasn't been to the plate all that many times. He does, however, have 12 runs knocked in, a home run. So he's gotten some time.
The freshman has 8 ABs on the year.
He has 8 at-bats, and he's got 12 runs knocked in.
Yeah.
Crazy. So let's take a look at his slugging percentage. His slugging percentage is 1.375, and his OBS is 2.102. That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. And he will take another ball there to make it 3-1.
Lane is a freshman, as we mentioned. He's from Princeton, Minnesota. We have a Princeton about 20 miles up the road here. It's Trenton.
And he will take a walk.
So he gets on base again. That won't do anything but help his on-base percentage.
The Tritons seem to have a pair of Minnesota guys on their team. McIntyre is also from Minnesota, Edina, Minnesota.
Let's see if Bryson Carpenter is the hitter, and they're going to pinch hit here as well. Will Specht is the hitter. So Eric Stein has a chance to go to his bench. That one gets away from Samozin.
With the large lead, he has the ability to do that, get some guys some work that don't usually get that.
Well, how would you break into this order? Everybody hits the ball well. We haven't seen anything except great defense from Central today.
That is true.
How would you know, here we have a guy pinch hitting who has got a over 2 OBS.
And that ball is snagged by the first baseman, Ethan Shute, and he makes a wild throw to second.
Now the runner.
It ends up in left field, and the runner stays at 2.
He had another thought about going after getting back safely. Well, a catch by Shoup, though.
Climb the ladder to get that one.
And another hitter coming up to the plate. Tate Perrin will be pinch hit for by Jacob Cautionet. Jacob Cautionet is the new hitter here.
He's batting .243 with 11 at-bats on the year. And Matthew Miller throws in one for a strike.
Jacob Cautionet is from Byron, Minnesota. There's another Minnesotan. A redshirt sophomore.
And the pick off to second. And he will be safe.
Medina covering the bag there. He's a newcomer to the Pirates.
That will end up high.
The score you're looking at is correct, 17-0. It's been 5 runs in the first, 5 in the third, 7 more in the fourth for Iowa Central. Again, strike zone is hopefully getting a little bit bigger as this game gets closer to ending.
Looked like on that pitch looked outside, but he called it a strike. Miller creating his own pace of game. He stays set for a minute. Takes a look at the runner at second when he goes.
And as we said earlier, I think this is Miller's first appearance this spring.
Unless he pitched at the Redlands game.
Right.
And JP makes the play at first after looking the runner back at second.
That's a fine play by the third baseman. He hasn't had many easy balls today. Koshnet is retired for the second out of the inning. And now let's see.
Jake Jeske will come up to the plate, pinch hitting.
We don't have that soon either.
Give you the stats on Jeske here in just a moment.
He has an 0.91 average and 11 at-bats. He's a redshirt freshman. And he will pop that one into center field, and the runner from second will score without a throw.
An RBI for Jeske. That is the 16th hit, Nolan, for Iowa Central in an inning and 2/3.
They seem to be hitting the ball pretty solid all the way through.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much doubt about that, does there?
Even their bench players.
Yeah, they have had 4 straight guys pinch hit here.
I think that's a great problem for the coach if your whole team can hit.
Isn't it, though?
And he will swing and a miss at the high fastball.
And this is another pinch hitter. This is Drew Fitzpatrick. So Drew Fitzpatrick is the new hitter.
He's batting 1,000 on the year with 2 ABs.
He has taken 2 pretty mighty cuts, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And has 2 strikes against him.
Very aggressive plate appearance.
And again, we don't need to emphasize this anymore, I guess, but the run that just scored, the RBI by Jeske, got on by what? Fill the blank.
He got on with a hit?
With a walk.
With a walk.
Yep.
With a walk.
And that is now 7 walks issued by the Pirates. 3 hit batters, so you're handing out 10 free passes. Along with a couple of errors. And, of course, 16 base hits.
That ball is high.
Matt Miller is 5'8", 175 pounds from Cahokia. Am I saying it right? Do you know where that is in Missouri?
Yeah, that's up in the top right corner. It's kind of near Quincy, Illinois.
Oh, that's right. I've seen the sign there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got a full count. Miller was playing on I guess you could consider it a travel team before the fall season, and he played in Schuyler County, and I went and watched one of his games. He threw in that game. Don't remember how he did, but I seen him there.
And a 3-2 count now on the hitter, Drew Fitzpatrick. There are 2 outs in the inning. 1 run is scored. Runner goes with 2 outs and a full count. So Fitzpatrick walks, and now that's 8 walks in the game. Second for Matthew Miller.
Number 15, Caleb Even, will come up as a pinch hitter. Even is batting .333 with 3 at-bats on the year. Runners at first and second.
And that's 6 straight pinch hitters. And this is not a joke, but was my junior year in high school. I think I got to hit six times as a pinch hitter.
Yeah. He will swing and a miss at that one.
They do not get cut short of big time swings, do they? They get their hacks.
Yeah. They swing with bad intentions. I like that.
Between games today, we'll talk to Chase Maddox, or at the break feature.
Foul back.
Second game will start about 30 minutes past the first game.
One and two with 2 out.
On the outside edge.
Rings him up on an outside pitch.
That's that big zone we were talking about. So, in the inning, 1 run for the Tritons, and 2 men left on base. Back in a moment.
And we are back. The big lefty Reeder stays on the mound.
Well, he's done a really nice job through 4 innings, allowing just 3 hits.
Yes, he has.
He has struck out 4, hasn't walked anybody, which is a contrast to what we've seen from North Central today.
It's important that you have that command.
And this will be the last shot for the Pirates to extend this game, and a chance for Chase Reeder in his second appearance as a collegian to get a complete game win. He is winless after throwing just 1 inning in his only appearance this year. So he's been rock solid and has a rock solid lead to work against.
Looks like we will get a pinch hitter. Seems to be Max Hines.
Wasn't his birthday yesterday? Is that what you were
Yeah,
telling me?
he turned 19 years old yesterday. Happy belated birthday to Max.
He's kind of hanging out here after the doubleheader yesterday, working on some stuff, and the team brought him to the plate and sang happy birthday to him.
That was nice.
And can't handle that one. He still makes it pretty close, but the throw by Myers is off the mark, and so that's going to go as an error, the first one against Central.
seemed to bobble that ball at short at first, too.
And I know some of these guys have been inserted in the lineup. I'm wondering who that was. It looked like it was Lane Olson, perhaps, who's playing shortstop.
Ethan Shoup will come up. He will take a strike.
Shoup has struck out in his only plate appearance today.
Count will go to 1-1.
Reeder still has that nice movement on the lefty fastball.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little hop to it at the end, a little tail.
Popped up. Shallow right, and they will make the catch.
That was Bennett Burke that was out there earlier. I'm not sure if he's still the guy out there with all the subs, but it's the first out of the inning.
Number 15, Caleb Evan, made that catch. Burke got subbed out.
Okay, there you go. And another pinch hitter here for North Central.
It'll be number 5, Gabriel DeFly. The freshman's batting 167. That's a ground ball to third. Out at second, and he will be safe at first with an overthrow.
That'll be a fielder's choice for the Philly, and let's see, we have another pinch hitter, I believe, for Bedoya. It's you.
Luis Rivas comes to the plate.
Thank you.
Sophomore batting 300. Inside. Ball 1. He takes a strike.
After the game, we'll have a very short post game. I can tell you right now that it's going to be very centered on Iowa Central. And then we'll have our halftime break. No, there's not a halftime in baseball, but that's what we still call it, at the break. And then we will get ready for game number 2, another 7-inning game scheduled.
Sharp ball to third, and they will make the play at first. And that will be the third out. That will end the game. The Pirates could not scramble a couple runs to extend, and they will go down 18-0 in 5 innings.
North Central Missouri College is a 2-year public community college offering associate degrees and certificate training. We offer a transfer degree for students planning to attend a university in pursuit of a 4-year degree. We also offer associate and applied science degrees and certificate programs which prepare students for employment. North Central Missouri College offers small class sizes with a student-to-instructor ratio of 19:1. We also feature dedicated academic and student services staff who are invested in the success of each student. You are welcome.
And And we are back. The Pirates had a rough game, 18-0, versus the preseason ranked Iowa Central Community College. It was a rough one. The starter, Amaury Cienfuegos, struggled to find the zone early in the game. The Tritons had great plate discipline and did not give him any help on throwing strikes. So
here are the totals in the game. First for Iowa Central, they get 18 runs. This is all unofficial on 16 hits. Pirates walked 8 batters and hit 3 more, and 3 Pirates struck out, 3 Tritons struck out. There were 2 Pirate errors, and 3 pitchers threw for the Pirates, including Amaury Cienfuegos, who will get the loss, and he is 0-2 now on the year. For the Pirates, they get no runs on just 3 hits against Chase Reeder, who gets his first win of his career. He had just made 1 other appearance, and a very solid effort by him as he didn't walk anybody. He struck out 4, and there was 1 double play and 1 error made by the Tritons in the game. Offensively, not much to talk about for North Central. A hit here and there, including 1 by Suarez, infield single by Churio, and I know there's 1 hiding here somewhere, but there was a 3rd one, and it was by J.P. Gonzalez. The news a lot better for the Tritons. Just go down the line here by hitters. An RBI for George McIntyre, a 2-run home run for Tate Perrin, 2 RBI on a double in a 2-for-4 performance by Sawyer Stein, an RBI single, and 3 runs scored by Sam Sanoa. An RBI single by Bennett Burke. He also walked and ended up scoring 2 times. Wyatt Myers hit a 2-run homer, had another RBI on a single, and a 4th RBI late in the game, so he ends up with 4 RBI. Where am I finding, and I will get it here in just a second, for Mitch Sikora, he was on base 4 times, scored 3 times, went officially 1-for-1 in the game. And Jason Book had the big hit, the grand slam home run in the 3rd inning. He also walked and flew out, but Jason Book hit a grand slam home run in the game, and that is how it works out. The Pirates are 5-6 now. The Tritons are 14-1 and have won 10 in a row. And so that is where we are as we get ready for game number 2 of this doubleheader. Before we do that, we want to introduce you to a young man who is a big part of the Pirates. Unfortunately, he is injured at the time. It's our At the Break feature, and we feature Chase Maddox of the Pirates. It's another At the Break feature, and again, like softball yesterday, we're talking in the press box. This time, Chase Maddox of baseball. Welcome to the At the Break show.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Hey, I guess the first thing, most important thing, is the injury that's keeping you out of the lineup. Will you tell folks about that?
Yeah. So about 2 weeks ago, I broke my hand sliding into home plate. So they said I'm going to be roughly out for about 4 weeks. So. But good thing is I don't have to get surgery, so that's always a plus.
So 4 weeks from now, we should see you back on the field?
That's right.
Well, you know, they used to tell runners, don't slide head first into the plate because the catcher's there and lots. How did you break that? What did you hit?
That's exactly what I did, was sliding head first. Broke it on the catcher's leg guard. So,
shin guards, right.
Yeah.
That's what we've always warned people about.
Yeah,
so.
But my dad would have been mad if I didn't slide head first into any base. So.
Oh, he's kind of a Pete Rose guy, isn't he? Yeah. So is I. So is I. All right, so the injury's going to have you out for a while. How is your season going up to that point?
Going pretty good. We're sitting at 500 right now. We've had some really good competition. We faced Wabash Valley last weekend. They were, I believe, number 13 in the country.
Right.
Had a good opening against them, but it ended up falling off. Pitching wasn't all there.
Okay.
Couldn't find the strike zone, but it's going pretty good right now. We got Iowa Central today, and they're obviously a well-rounded team, well-hitting team. So we'll see what comes of it today.
Well, how were you going at that point of the injury? What was your plate appearance and fielding on all that?
I was doing really good in the field. Obviously, it was first 2 weeks, so didn't have a whole lot of plate appearances. But I had a double, and I just got a lot of walks.
Really,
a lot of walks. Yep, really hit by pitch and on base percentage guy. So.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, what do you do now in this 4 weeks to try to maintain that?
Doctor said I can't do a whole lot with my hand. Believe it or not, I don't have a cast on.
Yeah. Hold that up again and show us where it's broken.
It's about right there. That bone right there.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And so no cast,
No
but
cast.
you got to limit your activities.
Yep, I do. Can't swing or anything, but I can do a lot of defensive stuff. So.
Right. What about conditioning? Are you staying on the bike or what?
I can still do all conditioning. Staying with the team and up to everything like that. So. Just no hitting.
You're seeing Megan a lot, right? The trainer.
I am.
Okay. When you get back, we'll look forward to that. But in the meantime, are you is school going well? Are you doing well in classes?
School's going really well.
What are you majoring in?
Business, and I'm going to go into construction after this year. If baseball takes a different turn, I'm going to go into construction. So always get a backup plan, right?
Right. Well, yeah. Except for interviews like this, we have no backup plan.
That's right.
So, what kind of construction would you? And do you have background in that area?
I don't. I have a buddy who has a possible job lined up for me, so that's my backup plan as of right now.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. It's building construction, so building buildings, of course.
Okay. Okay. Where are you from? What high school?
Kansas City. So I went to Staley High School.
You went to Staley.
Yeah.
You're a Staley. That's a great school.
Yeah. Loved it.
Yeah. What were you? Were you all baseball there? Did you play other sports?
Yeah, just baseball. Well, I take that back. My freshman year, I played football. wasn't very good, but I got injured pretty badly. So Mom said no more football.
What happened?
I was walking off the field, and I got blindsided by a dude. He was a 3-star commit, about 6'4", 200 pounds, and laid me out for no reason.
Why did he do that?
I think I had a good play before, and he wanted to let me know that he wasn't going to let that slide. So
right,
ended up fracturing a bone in my spine. So
you're kidding?
Yeah.
It was did it get an unsportsmanlike? Or
oh yeah, he got kicked out of the game and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Did it keep you out the entire rest of the season?
Yeah.
I guess you didn't play anymore.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't have to. It didn't damage anything internally. So
good. Yeah.
Just broken L4 vertebrae is what they call it.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
So you had a broken back out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you mentioned your mom. Can you tell us about your family a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Mom's name is Lynn. She's a school teacher at Newmark local school.
Okay.
There, right where I live. So, Dad's name is Brandon. He's I want to say a banking institutional advisor is what he would call it.
Now comes the explanation. What is that?
I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah,
I wish I
couldn't
knew. I just know that he's the big dog at his company. That's
is that
really
right?
all
That's
I know.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Brothers and sisters?
Yep, I got one brother, little brother. He's 1 year younger than me. He's at Crowder right now playing baseball. Yep.
Is he?
Sad thing is, he's also injured.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Well, this is running in your family now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He broke his foot, and he actually had to have surgery, so he's been out about the last year.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad. You took a redshirt year, so you don't have any more time here after this year with North Central. Even a medical redshirt, would that be a possibility, or would you want that?
It could be a possibility, and I might take that into consideration. I mean, there really wouldn't be any hurt into it. I don't know, though. Spending 6 years in college, it's kind of unheard of unless you're a doctor.
You know what? It took me 9 years to get my undergrad degree. So, don't be talking to me. Yeah. I know what a long stretch it is. So, construction, any other future plans?
Not necessarily. I mean, I kind of want to stay in the Kansas City area. I kind of want to stay close to family, so.
Right.
No, not necessarily.
What do you do in your off time when you're not studying, when you're not practicing baseball?
A lot of people nowadays play video games. I don't think I'm necessarily for it. I love being outdoors, love hunting, love fishing. So
give us a good hunting or fishing story real quick about you.
Okay, so I was out on the Missouri River, and we were bank fishing. You know what that is?
Sure. Oh yeah, I'm an old catfisher.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And my biggest catfish was 92 pounds.
92?
Yeah, it was a blue cat.
That's pretty unusual from the bank. I mean, people boats in front of dams and stuff. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen a spoonbill?
I have, yeah.
Aren't they something?
Yeah, I have. I haven't actually gotten to catch one. Is that where you just yank up one?
You snag them, yeah. But I saw a guy catch one on a hook and reel, it was out of season, but he kept it anyway. And it was in the middle of the night. We waited out, or he waited out, and he was wrestling with this thing. It's dark, and it's midnight or whatever. And he pulls it up, and it's the ugliest. I thought it was prehistoric.
Mm-hmm. They are ugly looking fish.
Yeah, so Google it, take a look at that because they are, but they can get really big as well.
Absolutely.
How about hunting? What do you hunt?
Deer, turkey, waterfowl, just about anything.
So you're kind of a city kid. Where did you pick up those habits?
So my dad's from the Columbia area, south of Columbia, and his parents were middle of nowhere country, and that's where I'd rather spend my time. So
right.
I kind of picked up on that trait.
Is that a solitary thing, or do you like to go with friends? Or
I mean, I would rather go with friends, but like I said, I live in the city. No one was really interested. So I usually end up going alone, which is completely fine. Being out in the country alone is awesome.
Yeah. Ever have any of those incidents where? I remember one of the Royals managers fell out of a tree deer hunting. You ever have a scrape where you were a little frightened?
No. Luckily, I haven't. I mean, I've been pretty lucky. I know that Max Voyager's on the team. He had won a couple months ago. Did you hear about that?
No, tell me.
Yeah, I guess he was coming down a hill and grabbed a tree branch, and ended up taking his shoulder out of place.
No kidding. Wow.
So they had to put him under when he went to the hospital. Had to put him under for a couple hours, and they ended up putting it back in place.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Yeah, well, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I didn't have something like that.
Yeah. People see you around North Central. What's a thing you'd like them to know about you?
Really, just come up and talk to me. I mean, I feel like a friendly guy, and I live out of campus or out of town.
Oh, you do?
So
okay.
Yeah, I'm not around campus as much, but I'm always hanging around the baseball facilities.
Well, yeah, you guys really have no choice. I don't know a team that works longer hours than baseball does. You guys are at it all the time.
Yeah.
So. Well, it's been fun talking to you. Thank you, Chase, so much for spending the time.
Thank you for having me.
And if I could think of another great question to ask, but this is during batting practice, and that was always my favorite time,
Absolutely.
batting practice.
You get to watch it, yeah.
Yeah, you have to watch it. You don't get any fungos or anything like that, do you? No?
No, I don't.
No fungos, nothing like that. Well, that's too bad. Well, we wish you a quick recovery. Get back in the lineup soon.
Thank you, sir.
Chase Maddox has been our guest here at the break. We're back with the second game in just a few minutes. Don't have to reload or anything. It'll come to you if you just stay right here. Thanks again.
Great.